Oh my goodness, before Park Fitness, it was fractured, right? Sometimes you'd go to the gym, sometimes you'd be on a diet, but there was no rhyme or reason, no real process behind it. You know, it was all ad hoc, I think is the best word I can come up with. It's how I would sometimes go and, you know, walk through the gym and say I was here for 45 minutes. I went to the gym today for 45 minutes, you know, but I didn't do anything. There was no plan. There was nothing behind that time. I could have stayed home on the sofa probably for what I accomplished, to be honest with you. So I think the biggest difference is there's a program here. You come here and I don't have to think about what I'm going to do. You know, the saying is get in the door, right? We say that a lot, right? Just show up, just get in the door. And if you do that, the program takes over, the community takes over, the people take over. You don't even have to want to be here. You just get in the door and the people will pick you up, right? There's high fives all around. It's the environment. And I think that's the biggest difference. And for me, I kind of need that, right? If I don't show up, I feel like not only have I let myself down, but that people are going to be like, where were you? Hey, we were looking for you. And that's a huge difference. I think for me, the biggest changes that I notice are simple day-to-day things that you do that, you know, steps is probably a big one, right? Up and down steps, or, you know, going out and walking around. I take the dogs out, that kind of a thing. But I think for me, one of the aha moments, if you will, was walking my son's dogs. And he's on the 3rd floor of an apartment complex. And he's got 2 dogs, and there have been times where I've had to go take those dogs up and down those flights of steps, and I'm afraid they're going to pull me down as I'm slowly going down the steps, or, you know, trying to keep up with them running up the steps when it's time to go back in. And I just remember one day taking the dogs, you know, out for their walk and going back up those steps, and like, man, I'm not out of breath. I'm not huffing and puffing, and it wasn't a big deal to go up and down those steps. It was like, that's pretty cool, you know. And to me, it was an aha moment. It's like, yeah, it's working. If somebody comes to me and they're asking about the program or what I'm doing differently, and that's happened, I talk about the community. I talk about the idea that if you just get here and you join in, that not only does the program get you through things and help you to go through a workout that's going to be beneficial and provide something for you, but also the community and the people that are here. I think the community is such a huge piece of this. Like I say, you don't always have to want to be here. You have those long days at work and you drag yourself in here and you're just kind of like, something else to do. But when you get in, the energy and the atmosphere, and everybody just kind of pulls you along. There have been many times where the group that I'm working with that night, you know, they just kind of pull you through it. And at the end of the night, you're just like, thank you. I just needed some help getting through this. If you've tried to work out and you've had programs where you've been up and down and you've found some success and then you've backslid and you've put the weight back on, something that I've always said, or in a kind of a half-teasing way, is I've never lost a pound I didn't eventually find. Well, I can say that since I joined Park Fitness, that hasn't been true yet. And I've had some stretches where work, holidays, vacation, whatever it is, where I haven't been able to make it in on a regular basis. But that backslide hasn't been there. You get right back into the program and you pick right up. And I think that sense that you're not going to fall backwards again and lose all the work that you've done. If you just stay the course, the program works.